Hey, what's going on, world? You already know it's your boy SB, and I'd like to welcome y'all back to the second episode of Season 5 of the Roll Up Podcast. As always, I'd like to thank each and every one of y'all for y'all continuous support. It really means a lot to me for y'all, to support the campaign the way that you do. I wouldn't be able to be where I am, doing what I do, if it wasn't for y'all. So I'd like to thank y'all for y'all continuous support. As always, if you haven't done so already, I would like to extend the invitation for you to like, comment, and subscribe to the campaign. We're going to take over the algorithm this year, so help me out. Share this episode with some homies. Share it with your feed, and, just keep showing love on social media. You can also follow the campaign on Instagram and Threads at The Roll Up Podcast. Be sure to check out the SauceBradyExperience.com. That's the official hub of The Roll Up Podcast. Like I said, I got a lot of great ideas, coming out. And that's the one way to stay up to date with what's going on. And speaking of new segments, one of my goals for 2024 was to find a way to upload my podcast to YouTube. And I'm proud to announce that day has officially come. I will drop the link in the description for y'all to subscribe to the channel. But it is easier now to stream the podcast more than ever because you can find the Roll Up Podcast on YouTube. So make sure y'all be on the lookout. Make sure y'all run the views up. Like, comment, subscribe again. Share it with a friend because we're going up this year. Also, be sure to check out the Sauce Factory and grab some merch. You can use code TRUPOD, that's TRUPOD, to receive 30% off your merch. Again, the Season 5 collection is available right now, and it's really one of the hardest podcast merch collections out right now. So head over to the Sauce Factory, use code TRUPOD to get 30% off your order and support the campaign. I also have 2 books out right now on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. One's called Here's the Truth. The other one's called You Deserve Better. Both are really great reads. And if you're looking for a book to kick off 2024, I highly recommend one of those 2. I will also be starting a new campaign titled Gaming with Sauce. Like I said in the last episode, where I'll be streaming some of my favorite video games, and we'll be able to chop it up a little bit more on a personal tip. But y'all be on the lookout for that as well. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into the conversation for today. And today's episode is about one variable that is sure to help you reach your goals. And that variable is change. Change is not only necessary, it's a requirement. Old tricks don't open new doors. So it's safe to say what worked before won't work every time. But in order to move forward, we have to make changes in our thought process, how we spend our free time, the environment in which we plan to reap our harvest, and etc. The quote for today's episode is by George Bernard Shaw, and it reads, "Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything." How powerful is that quote? Those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. And that's going to be the focal point of today's message. As we embark on this never-ending journey of self-growth, change is a requirement. It's non-negotiable. It's not something that you can put off until later. It's something that needs to be handled, as T.I. put it, expeditiously. As we see every single day, technology changes. And if we want to be up to date, we must be willing to adapt to those changes. Without this adaptation, we'll get lost in the sauce. When you look at the evolution of both humans and animals alike, the ability to adapt has saved many races and species and allowed them to thrive. However, the inability to change or adapt has caused some to fall off the face of the earth. While we are all on our own journey, there will be times where we have to have the ability to adjust, remodel, reshape, and transform in order to keep up with the times. When we research what it takes to get to where we want to be in life, it's going to require a new mindset and new habits. It's going to call for us to break out of our comfort zone and evolve into the beast we were sent here to be. When we accept this task, we set out in the direction of our intended goal. Making changes disrupts what we know and challenges us to become something we've never been. I'd be lying to you if I said change was easy. But when it comes to living the life we deserve, we have to accept what is and resist the urge to be in control. Letting go of what was and embracing what is empowers us to do things we didn't know we were capable of. The power of acceptance is truly one of the greatest attributes to have in our arsenal, because when we accept things for what they are, not what we think they should be, we are being mindful of both our thoughts and actions. The one area of change we should all work on first is gratitude. When we operate in a place of gratitude, we are acknowledging both the good and bad that's happened to us. And as we mentioned in the last season, that life is happening for us and not to us. That heartbreak you're going through was unavoidable, especially if you know that your life is more than being happy. Gratitude for the awareness to exit said situation will show you the answers to all the questions that you want answered. The past is just that, the past. All the things that have been done to us, said to us, opportunities that we feel like we were overlooked on have all gone away. Replaying them in our mind and attaching feelings of guilt or sadness only amplifies the chance of them reoccurring. But as I've said a million times, and I'm probably going to say it a million times more, we must alter the way we look at certain problems. When we change the meaning we give to our adversities, we are learning the power of transmutation. When we find ways to channel that hurt into creativity, we are actively choosing ourselves by taking the opportunity to get right within. One of my good friends from Benedict posted a status on Facebook this morning, and it really hit home with this episode. And he said, sometimes you get what you want. Other times you get a lesson in patience, empathy, compassion, faith, clarity, resilience, humility, and life. Either way, you win. If life went the way we wanted it to 100% of the time, we wouldn't be grateful for anything. But just like a growing plant, we need the rain just as equally as we need the sunshine. If you've ever noticed, when it's getting ready to rain, some tree leaves turn inside out to protect the leaves. When summer turns to fall, those same leaves die off to make room for the new growth. The same rules apply to adapting to achieve our goals. We need these negative situations to give us more reason to be thankful when everything turns in our favor. Sometimes we need to be protected from the unseen to save us from the embarrassment. Those relationships that are no more are required to make room for the ones that are headed your way. Those adversities aren't there to keep you stuck in the mud. They are giving you nutrients that are vital for your growth. When we look at the lessons that life is teaching us, readjusting our vision is required to see the end goal. If you're the only person to see it, it's important that you never bail on yourself. You don't bail on yourself by being able to make changes to your life. Starting today, right now, let's focus on making change. It is uncomfortable, but when you think about change and how it affects your personal growth, your lens of perspective and perception, and the improvement of your quality of life, change has many benefits needed for us to make 24 a year to remember. As always, it's been a pleasure spending a little slice of time with you. I hope I said something that has encouraged you to invite change in your life with open arms and a clear mind with pure intentions. Be sure to follow the campaign via social media. Be sure to hit the Sauce Factory. Use code TRUPOD, that's TRUPOD, to receive 30% off your order. Make sure you check out the SauceBradyExperience.com. Also, make sure you hit that link in the description to subscribe to the Sauce Brady Experience YouTube channel. I got a lot of great heat coming to that YouTube channel, so I want you to be one of the first to be a part of the movement. As always, it's been a pleasure. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the campaign, and smoke a fatty because you deserve it. You already know it's your boy. Hold it down.